Hello, Sagittarius. Welcome to your weekly reading. This is going to be for the week of the 30th, going to the 5th of February. I'm just going to jump straight into your reading and see what's going on for you, okay? Just had to fix my screen, but it's okay now. All right, let's see. For Sagittarius, please. I'm seeing infinity. Infinite. Sagittarius, please. Oh, what's going on? Don't worry, we'll get to the bottom of it. Let's see. You're still this waiting energy, like you're waiting for something, but I wonder what it is. Overall energy, please, for Sag. Yeah, what the hell? What's going on? You're disappointed with something, all right? Maybe the timing of something for a lot of you. The lack of, certainty or answers about the next step in your life. Feeling very out of control with everything that's going on, right? Feeling very abandoned by life or abandoned by people. You're feeling a little bit down on yourself this week, I'm not going to lie. Maybe because you've just been through something. All right, Spirit's saying don't give up, okay? Don't give up at all. No. This is what they're saying here. All right, let's carry on with this. Why is this 5 of Cups saying? This is disappointment. All right. One thing is seeing something from a higher perspective. We're all capable of it, but sometimes it's very difficult to detach your emotions from a situation that was very painful for you. But this is a really big, strong advice from the universe, is either looking towards some guidance from someone who is able to see your situation from a different perspective and really listen to this advice. Maybe this is going to a spiritual teacher or could be a therapist, could be a teacher of some kind, or it could be your higher self, of course, for the majority of you. But it's really kind of asking you to come out of this disappointment and see this from a different angle, and it is from an angle of a higher perspective, detached from these emotions, understanding of them. It's not saying not to grieve something, it's not saying to heal the pain in an instant. This won't do this, but it will look at a situation differently to get you to understand a lesson behind something, to give you wisdom on a situation, or on, it could be your whole life, whatever it is that we're disappointed with, upset about. Okay, in your current energy for this week, Hermit energy, 5 of Cups. Feeling really down. But the Hermit seems to be advice, but also, I'm also going to say, you could be overthinking something. Maybe upset about something before it even happens, It's kind of like, it is a very sad energy. A lack of hope. But if you just come out this emotion, you'll see that there is hope still there. So it's just about coming out of this 5 of Cups, right? As someone who clearly is so upset he cannot see, and the Hermit is all visual, It's like looking beyond. And it seems to be the advice. Let me speak about what I'm seeing. But let me see where this came from. Where did this come from, please? What was this disappointment? 3 of Cups for some of you. All right, this could be 3 people involved, or this could have been a third-party situation. Doesn't have to be. As you can see, something is just making you unhappy. This could just be your emotions. It could have been because something ended here, or you're just feeling very defeated, at a loss in your life. 3 of Cups is why this has happened. Can you see? Those 3 cups have been spilled. You no longer have something in your life, or you feel like something is no longer in your life. So this is upsetting you, of course. Okay, like the 3 of Cups is like happiness. It's something that maybe you achieve something and now you no longer have that, Some of you, there may have been an attachment to something, or again, it could just be happiness. You're just not feeling very happy, and this is really consuming you. It's like draining. When am I going to be happy? When is this going to happen? When am I going to be in this position? And this kind of way of thinking, completely understandable, by the way. I think it's very human to think like this, and we all do it. But it's like the more you delve into this, the more that you think about this, the more we're going to drive ourselves into some sort of depression. And Hermit, usually when it's reversed, so hopefully we're not at, that really intense stage yet, but the Hermit can sometimes be that. Sometimes when we think about something so much, it becomes the only thing we think about. And if it's misery and sadness, then misery and sadness becomes the only thing we think about. And we do forget to see what we do still have, because it doesn't look as meaningful. We once had 5 cups, now 3 of them have spilt. Now we only have 2. Perspective shift. I still have 2. But it's very hard to do that when you've lost something. So I understand. And take as long as you need to process something. But just remember that sitting in this for too long is not going to be very beneficial to you. So we heal. We understand that healing is a process. It doesn't happen straight away, never does. But it's about understanding why this happened, or why are we here. Usually this is a card of looking into the Akashic records for a purpose, whether it's of a situation or whether it's of our life in general, a purpose in life. Because for some of you, this is just overall darkness. Others of you, something, of course, well, in both situations, something triggered this. But for some of you, you've been through a lot of crap. And you've been thinking about that a lot. But instead of thinking and looking at the past, use the hermit energy to have some hope in the future. That's why we should shine the light. So the why card is kind of asking the right questions. Not why did this happen to me? Well, you can ask it like that. If you're looking at actual lessons and not out of, I think you know what I'm trying to say, I hope. I think it's about kind of connecting to your soul on a deeper level, and this could be where the hermit is going to really kind of give you the answers. If that's your higher self, of course, it's going to help guide you. It's going to give you some hope in a situation. For some of you, this could be like some dreams. You guys could be doing some Akashic record healing, some meditations. Actually, things would be very good for you. Either going towards a spiritual teacher or becoming your own spiritual teacher will really, really help you in this. Because you're feeling very disconnected from a purpose or from understanding the universe. You then have never-ending story. So, of course, it kind of feels like something is just forever, going on forever, whether it's suffering, whether it's pain, whether it's just when things going to get better. It's asking yourself certain questions that you aren't going to have the answer to. So that's why the why is coming in. It's about asking the right kinds of questions. Not when is this going to happen to me, because we're never going to get that answer. The spirit doesn't like talking about timing, because time is not a thing where they are. But it's more of a case of how can I create this for myself now? How can I be happy now? Despite the things that I've just been going through or that I have been through in my life. It's asking yourself the right questions, and questions that will lead towards some sort of growth rather than deterioration, Because if you can see here, certain questions and certain perceptions are trying to get you to look in this reflection of this mirror here to see something. And what they want you to see about yourself, most importantly, is 1, worrying about something and the timing of something and the answers of something is only going to drain you. But also in this moment of time when we may not be able to change anything just yet or know the timing of something just yet, we have these wings to go and explore and to make the most of this situation. Then we have unfinished symphony, which is discord. All right, I always see this as like a chaotic card for me. Like if this was to have a sound, it would be pretty loud and not very harmonious. I kind of just get a sense that there is some unanswered questions. There is some lessons maybe from the past that still need closure, that we are still thinking about or still letting affect us. Or there's just a lot of chaos in your life and it feels never ending, and I think you've been feeling like you've been on that train for a little while, All right, let's see any advice from the universe. 7 of Wands, all right, that's the first thing that we did have. Do not give up. Do not give in to this temptation that the devil provides here. Okay, this is feeling stuck, feeling chained. It's Capricorn energy. It's really feeling tied to something. Fear, limited thoughts, negative thoughts, bad habits, all right? Just be aware that we're not giving into anything that the devil is making us or trying to persuade us to go into. Escapism, whether that's alcohol, drug abuse, all right? I have to say it because it is part of this card. Any kind of addictions or, anything that's bad for you, really. The devil's like, oh, but it gives you some quick happiness. The Seven of Wands is defending yourself despite the odds that you have been going through and are going through, and it always seems to happen all at once, There's a lot that you're fighting against at this time, and it's not to discredit that. You've been through a lot, you're going through a lot. But it's just saying you have the strength and you have what it takes to overcome this. And there is some celebration at the end of this. There is wish fulfillment at the end of this. You are going to get where you need to be. But this devil energy is lingering. It is lingering. It's looming. It seems to be wanting to suck you in, but you're not going to give in to it, Sagittarius. You're not going to give in to that limited way of thinking or being, and you could have a lot of physical responsibilities. This can be, the devil is Saturn ruled, okay? So that's like, could even be contracts, and it's all that kind of stuff, heavy responsibilities of life. But the thing is about Saturn is it teaches us a lesson and gives us blessings that will always carry with us, okay? So I think you're overcoming something that is something like karmic to learn. Because Saturn can sometimes be, and I'm just saying it, past life karma. And that's interesting that we're speaking about past lives, because we do have the Akashic record here in your reading, and it's not to say that you deserve anything because of past lives. I don't know your past life. Don't know if you know your past life, but this is just saying that there could be a lesson here that we didn't pass in the past life that we are here to pass. All right? So in this life, you're a lot stronger than you think, and make sure that we learn this lesson this lifetime with strength. Always the devil feeds off of fear. You're a lot stronger than that, okay? And I always say fear is just faith that bad things are going to happen. Is believing that, that the bad things are going to happen rather than believing in the fact that good things are going to happen. So it's a perspective shift. And as I always say, you can create heaven on earth if your perspective is towards that. And as I'm saying that, you have Ten of Cups, emotional fulfillment, that rainbow after the storm. You have the Strength card. All right, here, which again, this is what we're speaking about. You have the strength to create this emotional fulfillment for yourself. What we need to stop doing is looking at everything that has fallen, people who have disappointed you. All right, why did this happen? It really is a shame. It really is upsetting. I can see it's actually very sad for you. And I was just about to speak about it. You have 2 cups still standing and 2 cups that you can build from. For some of you, this is 2 cups. This is love coming through for you. All right, with the Queen of Cups, some emotional fulfillment. This could be you and your connection. And your divine connection with spirit, with yourself. We have the Emperor here. So for some of you, this could be love. You do have someone here who can help you. This could be a father figure. This is a connection. There is someone significant in your life that can help you. Someone who is a leader. But this could be you tapping into your own understanding of yourself. People have not treated you the way that you deserved. Maybe you didn't treat yourself the way that you deserved it, but now everything is changing, okay? You're calling in your power. You're taking the lead. You're taking control of the situations that you can control, letting go of anything that's beyond your control. That's people's opinions of you, people's, expectations of you. And no, we're no longer giving in to these. You're finding your own way. You're doing things for yourself. You're reaching that emotional fulfillment despite everything that you've been through. And I think that's a major, major, major strength. We have the World card, and this is where the new beginnings start to happen. This is a glow up energy. All right, this is new beginnings. This is learning a lesson, by the way, because the World card comes after the Judgment. We need to clear some karma. That Judgment is coming through to be able, and also doing something different, learning a lesson, understanding the situation for what it is. releasing. Actually, for some of you, it's releasing things that happened to you. No longer fighting with these things and these people, whether it's in your head or actually in your life. Depends on how recent or how long ago this happened. You're really carrying some new strength. And this is why the wild card comes in after we release something. Now we're creating space for some new beginnings. Now you're going to start to see yourself moving forward, taking your time with things, no longer in a rush for things. Really standing tall. It's a pentacle energy, okay? It's very strong. It's very grounded. You guys are grounding yourself, being guided to ground yourself, okay? You then have the Six of Wands. This is celebration. This is coming out the war successfully. It's about being on a high horse, okay? So having some pride, having some courage, understanding that you've had to have courage to be in this position of coming out the war successfully. Six of Cups. You're no longer being stuck in the past with the Eight of Swords. You're leaving it in the past. And I think this is what's giving you some healing. All right, Aquarius energy, Piscean energy. Yeah, you're letting something go entirely. Ten of Swords. And it could be an old chapter, an old way of being. All right, anything else? Ten of Pentacles. Beautiful. You have some good news coming your way. Could be to do with the family, could be financially, by the way, or in your workplace. This is your blessing. This is your blessing. The Wheel of Fortune. This is the universe giving to you for becoming balanced and for stepping into this power. Something very stable is coming in for you. Could be like a big sum of money for some of you, or a big opportunity is going to really gift you something. This is a gift. All right, for Sagittarius. But I've got to say, the most intense fire sign reading this week. We have a sincere wish will be granted here. We have Pig. Beware of greed. Okay. Sometimes being grateful for what we have is what leads us to having more. Situations in the balance that require careful handling. Okay, which is what you're being able to do now. You'll be playing a different role. All right, so again, you're stepping up and taking a lead. You'll find the character that you play in your life will be very different. You have temporary situations. So all of this is temporary. Beware of self-delusion, okay? Anything that's telling you that you cannot do something, that's the devil energy that's coming through. It's temptation. Temptation to give in. So beware of that, okay? Let's pull you some animal spirit cards. Sagittarius. Beautiful energy. We have the White Raven spirit, and Virgo had this, so you do have a lot of Virgo energy in your reading, but this says trust in the magic, okay? Number 6 is learning lessons here. Okay, 6 and 6 goes to a 12, which is a 1 and a 2, it goes to a 3, which is about aligning yourself to, I always see it as you and the universe working together to create something incredible. So it's a good manifestation number for me. So this is you relying in the universe, trusting in the universe, and also working actively in your own part to create something amazing for yourself and trusting in the magic. All right, not giving in to those fears. This is what we have, that surrender now. Moth energy, very red, right? Base chakra stuff, okay? So maybe doing some base chakra work will be very good for you. This might help you by surrendering to trust in this new beginning that Spirit's going to be giving to you. And it may mean to let some things go. It may cause a big shift in your life, but it's not a bad thing. Remember to control the things that you are in control of, even if it's your own emotional state. Seeing things from a higher perspective here. The universe has got your back, okay? It may not seem like it from time to time. All right. I love you guys, Sag. Very deep reading, but I hope to have helped in some way with this. I know it's very difficult stuff and very sensitive stuff to speak about. S, all these S's could be significant, but I can't speak. But anyway, I'm sending you my love, especially because you guys really, really need it. I'm sending you all my kisses. I appreciate you guys for spending some time with me here today. So thank you. Personal readings are linked down below if you'd like to dive into your situation deeper. But I will see you guys next time, okay?